And good evening. This is Coach Big Pete of Deep Dish Football and the Wing Report. It is time now to do some reporting and some analysis. This one's going to be about Stevenson. I'm going to combine two articles into one for Stevenson. I'm going to do season so far and go through the Stevenson roster. So I'm doing one article to right now about Stevenson football altogether. Please, quick reminder, follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you like my work, feel free to leave a tip/donation via PayPal link on the bottom. So let's get started. Stevenson, schedule. Big game, big win, season so far. Big game, Palatine, 35-7. That is a great game, basically. That's a good step in this right in the season. Big shout out, especially to Gene, Mark, and Nettie, running back, who has impressed me this season because of last season was good, very good, but this season, his progressions, the way he runs, and everything. His basically altogether his growth is amazing. I was completely amazed at that game against Palatine. In fact, I think was the player of the game by Comcast, if I'm not mistaken. So, Neuqua Valley, tough game. Probably going to be their second toughest game in the season. I have their first one being Lake Zurich. Libertyville, the third game. Again, I have Libertyville being a sleeper this season. We will see what happens. Zion Benton, great group of defensive backs, wide receivers, but again, they're in some sort of slump these coming years. Munderloin, yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Waukegan, not a problem. Still working towards the goal of being a good program. Warren Township, that's going to be a great game. Coach McNulty's got those Blue Devils ready. They had a loss, but again, Warren Township is always good. Great defensive lineman. One of the best running backs in the state. Definitely Warren Township is a team to look out for this in this schedule of Stevenson. And their last game is Lake Forest, who could be good this season with Ryan Mills at defensive end, couple good wide receivers, nice defensive back, and pretty good quarterback. You could, by the Illinois standards, you can throw into the pool of good quarterbacks in for Lake Forest. But again, so far, big win against, that's a big statement win right there against Palatine, 35-7. They won on all phases of the game, and it's looking good for Stevenson this season, especially with the level of players that they have. Now we go to the players. All right. So, Gene Marcinetti, he's one of the best class of 2020 running back. I have him at least right now, probably I'll go this far. He's the best running back for 2020. That's just my personal feeling. The kid can do it all. Mommy, linebacker, one of the best in the state of Illinois. Got a lot of offers. Is going to be key for that Stevenson defense. Jordan Vincent, safety, play a little. He is one of their key safeties in the Stevenson defense. One of the other guys I would talk about. Where's his name? Danny Hines, another kid to look out for too, but he also plays a little bit of wide receiver. Eli Fishben, wide receiver. Jaden McFadden's another young running back that they got to look out for. Young playmaker. Sam Farber, wide receiver, definitely keep an eye out for as well. Brandon Yokohana, I saw him. It was at the Stevenson summer camp. Very impressed with the kid. And they have. I'm trying to look for another guy. Ivan Glazer, offensive tackle, kid to look out for as well. Cole Oakman, their quarterback again. Stevenson has had a great luck these years with quarterbacks. One quarterback graduating, the second quarterback coming in, second quarterback graduates, third quarterback comes in. They've had a great lineage of quarterbacks, and they keep getting lucky with these quarterbacks. I don't know how Stevenson does it, but Cole Oakman is one of those quarterbacks. Unselfish quarterback, makes plays, also good on the run as well. Just one of the more unselfish quarterbacks in the state of Illinois. Because when you have a selfish quarterback, he makes selfish plays and he makes turnovers. Cole Oakman is not a selfish quarterback, and it's always great to see. Dylan Mirza, tight end, keep an eye out for too. There's another defensive back I'm forgetting. Rashik Carla, I will mispronounce names, I do apologize. Wide receiver I saw going into his freshman year, saw him training. He's got some pretty good hands, especially for a young player. Great hands. Keep an eye out for the kid. There's another defensive back I'm trying to find. Oh well. Yeah. Good group of players. Stevenson's wide receivers, unbelievable. I would say one of the best grouping of wide receivers in this state for large schools. They all complement each other. Running backs, great running back core. Quarterback, Cole Oakman, impressive. Great group of linebackers. Defensive ends, there we go. I forgot about defensive ends. Forgot about the big dogs. Oh yeah. Ian Nornberg, he also plays tight end. Another guy to look out for. There's another defensive end that he's young. You want to keep an eye out for as well. Can't find the guy. Miles Williams is another defensive tackle. He's a defensive tackle to keep an eye out for. They got another defensive end who's got D1 potential. Great pass rusher as well. They just got a great group of players on that defense. Solid group of players of Stevenson. Very impressed with them. You can't really say anything bad about this Stevenson defensive line. I think that's their bread and butter. That defense is going to be their bread and butter. And when you have a defensive mind head coach in Coach Orff, he's going to do unbelievable things. And I think that coaching staff and what they do with that team is unbelievable. I think Stevenson is one of the more football-friendly schools. I think a lot of people should also take a look at Stevenson's players. I say this numerous times. Stevenson's players are multi-sport athletes. I think that's key. I also think too that the parents of Stevenson do a great job of promoting the program and helping the program. I think altogether, you got to say that Stevenson's one of the healthiest football programs in the state of Illinois. And I've said this numerous times, I'm shocked by that. And Stevenson, in just the way that they hand the program off to head coaches, it was McNamara and now Horv, just the way that they were able to hand off the program and not skip a beat is unbelievable. They do a great job. And I think it goes towards, you can also take a look at the administration and just the whole community as a whole for Stevenson football, the way that they handled everything, the way that the program is something that people should look at and should model their program after. And they do a wonderful job. And it's quite amazing. It really is quite amazing. So that is it for Stevenson. I will do the next one for Neuqua Valley. Remember, Deep Dish Football Game of the Week Friday is Stevenson at Neuqua Valley. If you have any questions, my email is coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com. Please follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you like my work, feel free to leave a tip/donation via PayPal. Thank you so much. See you guys Friday night.